Okay, hi. It's Sunday evening, 6:34 here on the East Coast. So just a little video to wrap up week two and very quickly bring us into week three. Um, Another good week of posting. I appreciate the insights and the responses that you're making to one another and to my comments as well. Um, Clearly, week two. Puts an exclamation point on the importance of nonprofits documenting what it is that you do with good, reliable data, and also using that data to think strategically and to act strategically so that you hopefully anticipate or at least try to shape the future that's coming at you, and that you're better prepared to respond to events as opposed to being the passive punching bag that just gets pummeled by the events that come at you, and you're always reactive. And if you're always reactive, you're really going to be in trouble, right? Um, and the case study that we looked at, the Corporation for National Service, both A and B, you get the clear sense, right, that the Corporation for National Service did a terrible, terrible job at really sort of documenting and understanding what was happening in the field, and without that real knowledge, also then was never really clear about strategically thinking and strategically working with the various stakeholders. So as time wore on, and certainly by 2003, they were totally in a reactive state, had not built any strategic alliances, either with the people they were giving money to in the field or uh, with Congress, the authorizer and giver of the money. And it seemed also not so good working with the president, um, who was ultimately their boss. So it just goes to show that if you don't do good documentation and analysis of the work you're doing, and to think strategically and to act strategically in terms of trying to position your organization within your work environment, you're probably going to end up in a bad position. Certainly, Corporation for National Service is an extreme example of that, as painted in the case study, but the lesson is really a good one to learn. Okay, let's see here. What else? Yeah, the point, my further note here was just simply right, that you want to be able to document what you're doing, um, be able to tie your financial strategy to your operational strategy so that you can maximize mission and be able to tell that story and hopefully those successes to your stakeholders. And you don't always have to have successes, right? If you have issues that you're running into, tell your stakeholders, work with your stakeholders, explain to your stakeholders the situation you're in, what you need to do, what you're trying to accomplish. Engage them not just as people who are interested in your reports, but interested in helping you achieve what it is you want to do. Okay, enough about week two. Just quickly about week three. Um, it is an introduction to budgeting, um, and talks about the role various types of budgets can play in developing and implementing and monitoring a financial strategy. Okay. Yes, I read that verbatim. Sorry for my little notes right there. Um, okay, but we'll talk about that as the week goes on. The other thing I wanted to just note quickly is that you do have your first case assignment due this week, so just be aware of that so it's not a surprise when you get to the end of the week. And we'll go from there. Okay, if anybody wants to chat, please feel free to give me a call. It's 413 237-7475. Yeah, I wasn't maybe going to throw this in, but I will. That in courses that I've taught for other colleges, I've often just scheduled in 20-minute conversations with students in the class, individual students in the class, you know, 2, possibly 3 times during the semester. And if that's something you'd like to do, I can do that formally. I don't know. I just want to let you know that I'm always open to hearing from students, and I really like to talk with them. Okay? All right, so give a shout out at any time. All right, enough for now. I guess that's all on this 15th anniversary of 9/11. Okay, take care.